Chair. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Thabethe.
Good morning.
Chair.
Morning, Chair. My apologies, Chair. I was just having a short consultation with Mr. Thabethe.
Yes.
Chair, Mr. Thabethe has indicated that he would like to address you this morning on one or two matters.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to start there before we do anything else.
Yes, let's start with him. Mr. Thabethe, do you want to say something?
Thank you very much, Chair. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Chair, my humble request to you and the Commission is that I would request a postponement, if it is possible, since I do not have legal support at the current moment. I would therefore request that I've been afforded the opportunity to do so that as I proceed and then I am being assisted with that kind of support. Thank you, Chair.
I understand the legal representatives that you had before have withdrawn. Is that correct? Is that why you don't have legal support, as you put it?
That's correct, Chair. I'm actually informed by the Commission that they have withdrawn.
Yes. You haven't received any communication from them to that effect?
Not so, Chair.
When were you last in touch with them?
Chair, on Friday, when I received a call from the Commission that I am due to appear today, and then I did speak to them, and then we have agreed that I will speak to them after the sitting today, so that whether there is a possibility to sort any differences that are there, which might be very difficult, Chair.
Yes.
If not, then I will then request assistance from other lawyers.
Yes.
Also, Chair, maybe also address you specifically in making a request. I am aware that the rules of the Commission stipulates that you may bring your own legal assistance. I don't know if there are any special arrangements in this regard for the Commission to assist. That is my request, Chair.
Well, there are not any arrangements in terms of which the Commission provides anybody with legal representation or any assistance as such. So we don't have that. So each person makes their own arrangement. I know that some who are in government are represented by the state attorney, but I don't know what arrangements get made. And I don't know whether there are any people who might be represented by the Legal Aid Board, lawyers, I don't know. But certainly the Commission doesn't have any arrangements that it provides, in terms of which it provides legal representation or makes legal representation available to anybody. The regulation that talks about legal assistance for witnesses is understood to simply say you may bring your lawyer. You know, the commission won't say no, a lawyer is not allowed here. That it's understood to say nothing more than that. Namely, you can bring your lawyer. Of course, one would like a situation where if somebody would like to be legally represented, the commission would like that be achieved. But at the same time, the commission has a limited lifespan, and it's got to do the best it can to use the time that it has fruitfully. And of course, as I understand it, this date was arranged quite some time back. And one would have expected that you and your lawyers would have been in touch well in advance to make sure that the commission wasn't disrupted in its plans. You understand that?
I do understand, Chair.
Yeah, so it is inconvenient when we have set aside a day for something and then we don't use that day, because I think today was just for your evidence only, and no other witness was planned. So at this stage, you say you are not sure what the problem is with your lawyers, or you do have an idea what the problem is. You just need to talk to them.
Yes, Chair, I'm aware what is the problem.
Yes.
Yes, Chair.
Ms. Thabethe, do you want to say anything?
Yes, Chairman. Chairman, on the 30th of September, in which they indicated they are no longer able to represent. To hand this up into the record by your leave. Consultation I had with Mr. Thabethe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Encouraged him, if the worst evidence. So it's for a limited span of time. And I think he's amenable to his discussions with his legal team. So those are the ideas of the Chairman. And I think that given that every now and again there's a bit of tension between us, I think we've agreed that he'll be more comfortable if he's guided by another set of lawyers, much as he doesn't think that we are partial or biased or prejudiced in the matter.
That's fine. Obviously, as long as there is appreciation that whatever you do for one, you will be expected to do for others.
Please explain that, Chairman, so that I am very clear. I have done nothing but just simply indicate that there is assistance available.
Yes, no, what I'm saying is, if you will do more than just refer him to those, then others will expect you to do whatever you do for him. But if it's just a referral, then it's easy. Then even if it's done for everybody, it shouldn't be a problem.
In fact, Chairman, it was just an indication, because I find many people don't know that these particular institutions do provide, not as of right, but you request, and you either get a yes or a no.
Yes.
I also mentioned the Legal Resources Center to him and Legal Aid South Africa. But again, all of those institutions have got their rules. And it's just a matter of saying to him, there are other institutions that may be able to assist.
No,
the other
fine.
option, Chairman, that we discussed was the possibility of getting the departmental legal representative who assisted Dr. Thabethe, I beg your pardon, Dr. Masiteng, to assist him, because the matters he's dealing with really emanate from his time at the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. I believe that that's another option he may wish to pursue, simply because that's how Dr. Masiteng was assisted by the department. So we really just tried to discuss various options without discounting his current set of attorneys, if he's able to resolve the difficulties there.
Well, it would be important as far as possible to ensure that Mr. Thabethe is given an opportunity to get legal representation, because he played quite a significant role in the whole project that we are talking about, and so that if at all possible, there can be no concerns that because he didn't have legal representation, there may have been unfairness. But I think if at all possible, it would be better to adjourn his further evidence to a specific date, so that if he is looking for a lawyer, he looks for a lawyer who is available on that date. He doesn't look for a lawyer who will accept to help him, but then come here and apply for a postponement and say he's not available. You know. So I don't know if you have got some dates. There is a week where we were trying to put in some implicated persons in the program. I can't remember what week it is.
Chairman, may I, with your leave, interrupt you and ask that we take a very short adjournment, pull up the schedule that you have signed off on, find particular dates, and then reconvene as soon as we've looked at the schedule with you, Chairman, and then set this matter down for those 2 dates.
No, that's fine. Also, what you can do is speak to Ms. Silo, because she was part of the meeting that I had with Mr. Pretorius last week, when we were looking at that week that for which we needed to find witnesses. So it could be that we could look at a date or 2 days during that particular week. So maybe let me adjourn for a short period, then you get the program and then speak to Ms. Selo if possible, because she would know what the latest is. And then you'll let me know, then we'll resume, and then I'll fix a date.
As you please, Chairman.
Okay. You understand that, Mr. Thabethe?
I do, Chair.
Yes, we adjourn.
All rise.
Yes, Ms. Tabasha.
Thank you, DCJ. DCJ, we've consulted, as you requested us to. The 3rd and 4th of October this year are the
Yes.
dates that both Mr. Thabethe and the Commission
Yes.
are agreeable to, if you
Yes.
think that those are dates that you'd like to hear the rest of Mr. Thabethe's evidence on.
Yes, okay. Do you confirm that you will be available for those dates, Mr. Thabethe?
I confirm, Chair.
Okay. So, as you look for a lawyer, then do remember that you must get one who would be available on those dates, so that you don't get one who will come and apply for a postponement because they say they are not available on those dates.
I understand, Chair.
Yes. So I will therefore postpone the hearing of your further evidence to the 3rd and 4th of October this year. So you must please come back and so that we can finish with your evidence.
It's appreciated, Chair.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to adjourn the proceedings for the day because we are not in a position to continue with Mr. Thabethe's evidence. Tomorrow and for, I think, the rest of the week, we will hear a witness or witnesses relating to crime intelligence. I'm not announcing the name of the witness for tomorrow because I've not been able to double check that announcing it would not be problematic, but that's what we will be dealing with in the next few days. We adjourn.
Chairman, if I might make a small
Yes,
correction. We are
yes.
back with you on Friday and Saturday, possibly.
Oh, okay.
So I
So it
think
will be 3 days.
It's 3 days.
Yes, on
and then
Friday
you're
it
back
will be
with Estina.
Estina and Saturday.
And Saturday.
And Saturday,
And Saturday,
yes.
Chairman.
So I think crime intelligence will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Correct.
And then Friday it will be Estina again. And Saturday, we'll sit on Saturday this time.
If we
as well.
don't finish, we will,
Yeah.
Chairman.
Okay. We adjourn for the day. We adjourn.
All rise.